Hello everyone, welcome to another Star Wars The Old Republic video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about new upcoming cartel market items. Now we do have information about the new scavenger cartel pack that is going to be released in the future, but that's going to be in a separate video. This one is based on my revisions to my initial video which I done on the Manipulator pack. Because in the original video I done, that was quite a while ago, the information was incomplete. I didn't have a few photos and stuff or the rarities of some of these items, and so I am going to be completing that video in this video basically, so it's an updated version of the items that we're getting. Now if you do want to see the items which I don't mention in this video, I'll leave that initial video which is called the upcoming items from the Manipulator cartel pack, and you can see the other items basically. What I mean is, in this video I'm only going to be showing the new items which I have not discussed in that previous video. So to get the full information about all the items that are coming out of this pack, you are going to have to watch both videos. I'm sorry for that, but I didn't want to bore those people that had seen that initial video with repeating the things I've said, because for people who've already watched that video, they already know that those items are coming in the Manipulator cartel pack. I just want to focus on the items which I have not mentioned so far. Hopefully that made sense, but enough time has gone to waste. Let's get into the new items. The first thing is the Coil Explorer's armor set. This is going to be a bronze armor set. Now the helmet is pretty lame, I'll say that much. There are just so many versions of this helmet in the game, and this is reminiscent of this old cartel market helmet that you could get. Now I'm not sure if that helmet is still available. It is one of those, just Warrior Republic helmets, but on one hand it looks pretty nice, on the other hand I don't really imagine any of my characters wearing it. I don't see many people wearing it. But the chest guard. The chest guard looks very similar to the Mandalore the Preserver's chest guard. And so if you want to see the similarities, you can just jump on your character in game and just type in Mandalore the Preserver on the GTN. You'll probably see the chest guard and you can see the similarities. They look pretty similar, aside from the color obviously. So it's going to be nice to have this small little knockoff version of that for anyone who perhaps does not have the credits for that chest plate. It is a very nice Mandalorian chest plate, and so the fact that this kind of looks like it, and then obviously the color can be changed using a dye. But that is the Coil Explorer. That is the bronze armor set. The second bronze armor set from this pack is the Rune Seeker's armor set. This is how it looks. Honestly, pretty plain and simple. Some of you might be thinking the helmet looks pretty unique, and it does, but there are other versions of the helmet already in the game. And to be quite frank, while the mouthpiece looks pretty nice, like what's on his face, the headset itself is not very nice. I mean, I don't really like that look, just in general. However, at the end of the day, for bronze armor sets, these are not too bad. I mean, there have been many worse bronze armor sets in the game, so that's pretty nice. Okay, as I mentioned before, I'm gonna skip through the other stuff, and if you do want to see the other armor sets that are available in the game, go ahead and check out that original video. I've already mentioned the weapons, but one of the weapons that didn't have an image was the Frontier Hunter's blaster rifle. So that's how that blaster rifle looks. I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the original video, but all of these are silver. So all these weapons are silver rarity. Going on into the mounts. So the Coastline Luxury Sidecar, this is the silver one, and I did have images originally, but those were very primitive images. These are how they're actually going to look in the game with the proper color scheme and everything. So you have the Coastline Luxury Sidecar, this is the silver version of it, and I'm keeping up with the theme of the other cartel packs. They always release a silver version of a previously gold version of the mount. So for example, as I've mentioned before in many of my other videos, they've reskinned Varanticus's and offered it as a silver mount. They've reskinned Womp Rats, offered it as a silver mount. And so in this case, they're just reskinning the sidecars and offering it as a silver mount. The Speckled Menka Cat, the second Menka Cat in the game. The first one I believe is from the Force Alliance pack. This is how it's going to look. It is going to be gold rarity. The other Menka Cat was also gold rarity. I have no doubt that in the future we'll see a Menka Cat that is silver rarity coming out of a cartel pack, but this is the gold one for now. Pretty nice. I'm not going to lie, it is pretty nice. Now the Z4C Slingshot Gold. This is how it actually looks. To be quite fair, it looks a lot nicer than it originally looked. I know I'd mentioned in my previous video that it was pretty lame for a gold mount. I mean, all it really had going for it was super long like a needle, but that's not really enough for someone to pay millions of credits for it, so I assumed it was going to be a gold mount that dropped pretty low on the GTN and wasn't very profitable. But on the other hand, I am looking at it right now, and I do see that it's got a nice flourish associated with it. And seeing that, and also seeing it in its proper color scheme and everything, it looks a little bit nicer. Pretty unique. I've got to say that there's really no mount like it in the game. So pretty nice gold mount. And then finally we have the Sunburst Voran Tiger. The other Voran Tiger is available in the Plunderers pack, and that Voran Tiger is blue, so this one's basically brown. Otherwise they look basically the same, but it is a gold mount, and so you can have access to that as well. Going on into the silver, we have the Advanced Soft Blue Hawkeye Crystal. So this is how it looks. The only real good crystal released in the game was the silver one from the Battler pack, honestly. All the other crystals are pretty crappy, and you can tell by the fact that they sell so cheap on the GTN. You can also tell that the silver crystal from the Battler pack was super nice because Bioware ended up changing it to gold rarity. It was initially data mined to be a silver rarity item, and then it was changed to gold, probably because it looked so nice, and there was a lot of buzz associated with it. Everyone wanted it. But yeah, this is just going back to the trend of having really bad crystals that don't sell very well. I don't imagine anyone wanting an advanced soft blue Hawkeye crystal, but whatever. The Tropical Growfet and the Model Manan Submarine, these are how they look. The Tropical Growfet is the bronze pet, the Model Manan Submarine is a silver pet. I'm not too crazy about pets, you guys know that, but honestly the Growfet is pretty unique, and I'm for anything unique in the game. Like if it's different, if it sticks out, I'm for it. I think it's great. So with that pet, I'm pretty happy. The Model Manan Submarine, meh. I mean, these things that are supposed to be vehicles or things like that, I'm not too big on them being made a smaller model version of it and given to people as a pet. I don't really think that's cool. I don't think it looks that nice. But at the end of the day, that's just my opinion. Whatever. I'm not going to keep going into pets. Y'all know I hate them already. Finally, we have the Creature Companion Exobor Gold. This is how it looks. Very nice. Very nice. I must say that. Like, but when Bioware does these companion pets that are beasts, creatures, they get it bang on. I mean, the Nexu was awesome, the Ackdog was awesome, the Core Slug was particularly awesome. That's my favorite, and you can tell by the fact that these things sell for millions on the GTN. Absolute millions. Even when the pack is still available. And when the pack gets embargoed and is no longer available, watch these things skyrocket in price. The Nexu license is now like 25 million on the GTN on the Harbinger server. And when the Strategy Alliances packs were first released, it didn't drop below 6 mil. So you can tell that either way, you sold it back when the Strategy Alliance packs were still available, or you sold it months from now, you're still making millions of credits. Hello everyone, so I'm doing this narration after the fact. I've already done the narration for the upcoming items from the Manipulators pack updated, but I did leave out a few really crucial things, so I want to quickly mention those right now. So if the narration seems a little bit disjointed, sorry for that, but I am, doing this afterward, and I'm going to try to insert it in somewhere. There's two things I forgot to mention. The first thing is the Scavenger's Lugger Wall. Now this is a platinum item. It does seem as though it's coming in the new Scavenger's Cartel pack, which is going to be coming out, many days from now, many weeks from now. But if you look at the image for the Manipulator pack, and this is for sure the Manipulator pack, you can see the Dark Advisor's armor set, the Theron Sean's armor set, the Exobor. So this is definitely the image for the Manipulator pack. It does have that platinum mount right there in the front, and so that makes me seem as though, that makes me feel as though this is the new platinum item that we're getting from these packs. So perhaps we're not going to have access to the Defined Vented Saber anymore. That Defined Vented Saber ended with the Battlers pack. That's the last pack you have access to that can drop that saber, and this time now we have this mount. That's the new big platinum thing to get from this. And so that's one thing I want to quickly mention. How I feel about this mount, I'm going to be talking about that in my video on the upcoming items from the Scavenger pack. The other thing I forgot to mention was the new weapon tunings. So there are two images here. Both of them are a weapon tuning. One of them is this kind of green smoky effect that it will give your saber. The other one seems to be this really targeted blue laser. I don't know which of these weapon tunings is going to be in the Scavenger pack and which one is going to be in the Manipulator pack, but one of them is going to be in this pack and one of them is going to be in the Scavenger pack. So I thought I would just throw those images out there, show you guys, and whichever one it turns out to be, I don't know. It does seem as though it's going to be this blue laser one, because just going off the image, because a lot of information can be gained from the actual image of what the Cartel pack looks like, it seems as though that guy who's wearing the Theron Sean stuff, his weapon, it's got two lasers. I think one laser is associated with the blaster itself and the other one is actually the weapon tuning. So that's just my little speculation. I'm pretty confident that's the case. However, obviously I could be wrong, but at the end of the day I just want to quickly make these revisions. I'll get back to the actual video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Anyway, so those are the items that I previously did not talk about or have images for when I did my original video. I do hope you guys enjoyed this really short video. I'm going to keep it short now, and if you do want to see the full video and all the other items which I have not yet discussed, you can go ahead and check out the original video. I'll probably put it up on the screen right now. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.